The Penguin Lessons masterfully weaves together historical drama and heartwarming companionship in 1976 Buenos Aires, as a military coup looms on the horizon. This period would ultimately lead to a 7-year regime that saw the disappearance of 30,000 people, setting a dark backdrop for an unexpectedly uplifting tale. The story centers on Tom Michel, portrayed with natural charm and complexity by Steve Coogan, who arrives at the prestigious St. George's College boarding school as a new English teacher. The strict headmaster, Timothy Buckle, played by Jonathan Pryce with quintessential English propriety, immediately establishes rigid boundaries. No loud music, no smoking, no pets, and crucially, no involvement in local politics. Despite Michel's complete inexperience and lack of interest in rugby, he's assigned coaching duties, adding to his initial frustrations with the position. Michel finds an unlikely friend in Tapio, Björn Gustafsson, a Finnish physics teacher struggling with his own personal troubles after his wife left him for another man. Their relationship highlights the contrast between Michel's social ease and Tapio's awkward demeanor. During a school closure forced by the military coup, they travel to Uruguay together, where fate intervenes in an unexpected way. On the Uruguayan beach, following a brief romantic encounter, Michel discovers a tragic scene of oil-slicked penguins. Among the casualties, a single Magellanic penguin survives, though barely. After a failed attempt to save the others, Michel finds himself responsible for the surviving penguin. Despite his initial reluctance, the bird forms an immediate attachment to him, leading to an impromptu cross-border adventure as Michel smuggles his new companion back into Argentina. The penguin, first named Peter and later renamed Juan Salvador, becomes a transformative presence at the school. What begins as a potential liability, given the headmaster's strict no-pets policy, evolves into a bridge between Michel and his previously resistant students. The bird's presence also helps forge deeper connections with the school's staff, particularly with Michel's housekeeper Maria, played with dignity by Vivian L. Jabbar. However, the film doesn't shy away from the political turmoil engulfing Argentina. The military's campaign of terror touches close to home when Maria's granddaughter Sofia, Alfonsina Carroccio, who has lived with her grandmother since age 5, faces danger due to her outspoken nature. Sofia's character, portrayed with fierce determination by Carroccio, represents the youth who dared to challenge the oppressive regime. Written by Jeff Pope, known for Philomena, and directed by Peter Cataneo of Military Wives fame, the film maintains a delicate balance between humor and gravity. While some critics might argue that the film could have delved deeper into the military regime's brutality, the chosen approach focuses on how moments of joy and connection can persist even in dark times. The quirky elements of the story serve to highlight, rather than diminish, the serious undertones of the historical context. Juan Salvador's impact extends beyond mere companionship, helping Michel process his own undisclosed heartbreak and find renewed purpose. The penguin becomes a symbol of resilience and hope, not just for Michel, but for the entire school community during a period of intense social and political upheaval. The film's authenticity is underscored by its closing footage, showing the actual penguin from the real events of 1976. The ensemble cast delivers remarkable performances throughout. Coogan showcases his considerable range, moving effortlessly between comedy and drama. Pryce brings gravitas to the role of Headmaster Buckle, while Gustafsson's portrayal of Tapio adds both humor and heart. El Jabbar and Carroccio provide powerful performances that ground the film in the reality of Argentina's political crisis. This poignant and polished production earns its 7.5 out of 10 rating by successfully combining personal transformation with historical significance, showing how unexpected connections can provide light in the darkest of times. The Penguin Lessons demonstrates that even in the midst of political turmoil, the simple act of caring for another being can restore faith in humanity.
You've been listening to Movies First.
Available at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or your favourite podcast player. You can also stream on demand at Bytes.com.
This has been another quality podcast production from Bytes.com.